Carolina has a touchdown on
They're
a
like, oh, well, we need real players now. Oh, okay. So, you need a quarterback? Sure.
Another opportunity, spins out of a sack, throws it to the back of the end zone. He's got his man. Touchdown, New Orleans.
He's gone. To the 30. He's gone, baby. My goodness. Somebody cool off that man's feet because they're on fire.
This is going to explode big time.
The SFL Network on Twitch welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Sin City is the site for a Week 6 matchup. The SFL Network on Twitch welcomes you to Silver State Stadium. This is the SFL on Twitch presented by APM Music. Chris Curtis, T-Roy Gaines in the booth with you. Seattle travels to Las Vegas to take on the Fury. T-Roy, game against between a high-powered offense and a defense that is struggling a little bit. Las Vegas looking to turn it around.
Yep, Las Vegas actually struggling on offense right now. As you can see the points per game. I think the key factor for Vegas tonight is will the O-line give Thomas Rahman Sr. and Robert Redford time to make plays. We'll see, because the Seattle defense has been on point so far for hurrying the quarterback. We'll see what happens tonight.
Seattle, one of two remaining unbeaten teams in the SFL. The other one you are very familiar with, the Baltimore Vultures. So we'll see if they can continue in the ranks of the unbeatens. Your kickoff coming in just a moment as we have the coin toss on the screen. In fact, it's next. We are ready to go. Football's about to get on the tee. Seattle's offense going to be first on the field for this Week 6 matchup. Las Vegas sitting at 2-3. They're on the outside looking in at the playoff picture. And Seattle at 4-0. They're currently the 3 seed in the playoff hunt behind Chicago and Baltimore. We are underway with the kickoff going to the 27-yard line. And that is where the Seattle offense will start their day. Jacques Luyendula, who has really found his spot in Seattle. He's got Zach Sandlin at his back, Mason Kirby Jr. Sr. the third, who had a great day last week, and Tristan Carr, your offensive battery for Seattle. This 1st and 10 play from the 27 is in the gun for Luyendula. 6 in the box defensively on 1st down. Takes a snap, quick drop back, thrown over the middle, and that's going to be between the hands of Mason Kirby on 1st down. T-Roy Luyendula has had a great season so far, as has Zach Sandlin.
Yeah, Luyendula is the one who's been on point so far this season, going, as my stats are pulling up. Well, he has over 200. He had 248 yards passing last week, 1,114 yards for the season, while Zach Sandlin has run for over 500 yards at this point. A well-balanced offense attack for Seattle this season.
And Sandlin 1 yard shy at the moment of that 2,700 mark for his career, and a big tackle. The defensive line for Vegas gets through. That is going to be a non-contract defensive tackle that gets to Luyendula.
Good job by John Spartan telling Seattle this is Sparta making the great block shed there to disrupt Luyendula from throwing the ball there. It's now a huge 3rd down for the Vegas defense to see if they can stop him here.
We'll take a look at Vegas' defense here in a second if we can. Depends on what this 3rd down does. Under center is Luyendula. Long drop back, plenty of stop. Looks to throw towards the sideline. He's got a man. That is a catch, and that should be Tristan Carr, the tight end, who brought that one in, I do believe. No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. That is Junior Senior the third. He had a great day last week with 11 receptions.
Yeah, over 100 yards. The only receiver that went over 100 yards last week in their win against Mexico City. And he is over 318 up to this point.
Rhett Sawyer, the only defensive tackle on the star line for Vegas. Jack Burton, Merrick Itera, and Thomas Rahman Jr., your cornerbacks. Jonathan Taylor Skunsing and Max Jackson, your free safety, strong safety combo. That's a throw over the left side, and that is a catch. Another one, this time for junior senior the third, his second catch already.
And we was talking about this during the pregame. I actually thought that they're going to be relying on their running back, Zach Sandlin, to start this game off. But right now, Seattle's been firing with their passing game. They've been on point so far.
Well, all of Vegas's troubles have not necessarily been on the defensive side. Number 2 in total defense. So there seems to be a vulnerability that Seattle's trying to exploit, as that's going to be a tackle behind the line of scrimmage as Zach Sandlin loses a yard.
Yeah, but if they're going to stop Seattle's offense, I think they definitely need to key on Zach Sandlin. Make sure that at least 2 people are there to meet Sandlin, or if he's catching a pass, somebody stop him from gaining momentum and getting positive yardage.
6 in the box defensively. Sandlin's going to get the ball, going to try to get through. He's got a couple of yards, and that's going to put him over the 2,700-yard mark for his career. Congrats to Zach Sandlin. We were talking before the game. If he has a monster day, he could hit the 3,000-yard mark before this game is done.
And it's not unlikely, if you know the history of Zach Sandlin. He was the running back that went over 2,000 yards last season. It's still surprising he's only at 500 at this point, but he can make some noise today.
We can do it to the outside. That ball is caught towards the sideline. That's another first down. This one to the outside. And that is a new set at the 33-yard line in Las Vegas territory.
And a great catch by the kick returner, Smelzer, who's also a very reliable backup receiver for Seattle. One of the reasons why Lillian Dua is over 1,000 yards at this point of the season.
Had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception he did last week. They're on the precipice of field goal range here. Plenty on the offensive line here, looking like a possible Sandlin run. Nope, it's going to be a throw. Left side, actually over the middle, and that is tipped and incomplete. Pass intended for junior senior the third, his 4th target.
And great job. Looks like Merrick Atera and Jack Burton was in the area. I believe that was actually Jack Burton, the 6'1", 190-pounder. He came in. That's actually his 4th pat down of the season, coming in today with 19 tackles. He's a dual threat in the secondary. He can tackle and he can do pat downs.
Under center is Leondilla. Looks to throw. 5-step drop, goes over the left side. It's a crossing pattern that doesn't get them much, but it does get them a couple. Junior senior the third is already 3 catches and 31 yards on the day.
And he's been the focal point of this offense. He came in today's game with 318, and now he's at 340, almost 350 yards receiving. It looks like Seattle just want to get the passing game started instead of the running game so far.
It's a good old-fashioned air raid at the moment. Seattle's moving the ball, though. That's a crossing pattern. That's a first down and more. That's going to be a new set at the 22-yard line, and that is a backup wide receiver that made the catch. It's Volcado.
And great job by the 6'3", 200-pounder backup receiver, helping extend this drive even longer. It's, like you said, an air raid in Las Vegas, in spite of the fact that they got most of their star players on defense in the secondary is having a hard time stopping this passing attack so far in the first quarter.
I formation. They're just outside the red zone on this first drive of the game. This will be a handoff through the middle is Sandlin. He's going to have a couple yards, make it 3 more to add to his total. That gives him a total of 10 for the day, and that is going to bring him down to the 19-yard line.
And good job by Gibbons and Thomas Rahman Jr. with the combo tackle. It's going to take 2 to stop him.
I think Luyandula might take a shot here. This very well could be 6 in the box defensively. We'll see what happens as Sandlin in the backfield. This is nope, it's a run from Sandlin. What a truck! Sandlin bowls through, gets a 1st and goal for Seattle, and that man needs a bag. What a hit from Sandlin. He gets yards.
Well, I gave Spartan praises, but unfortunately, it's a Sparta for Seattle. Sandlin's been bringing the pain ever since that first play Sparta had made earlier in this drive. Yeah, Sparta's going to need to get some smelling salt after this drive.
Oh man, they had to drag him off before this play happens. Shotgun for Luyandilla. Looks to throw, quick drop back, thrown towards the corner. Got to make the turn, go for the pylon. He's not going to get there. Does get a couple yards out of it. It's 2nd and goal. Junior senior the third. His 5th target, 4 catches.
And great job by Merrick Atera preventing him from crossing that goal line, making this a 2nd and short. We'll see if the Vegas defense can hold Seattle to 3 here on this opening drive.
See what happens with 2nd and goal looming. 7 in the box defensively. In the gun, Luyendula from the 2. Takes a snap, low snap, looks, throws, right side, towards the corner, he's got him. That's a touchdown, and it is going to be Mason Kirby. His first grab of the game gets some points. Seattle's up a score.
And that'll be Kirby's 4th touchdown of the season in an out route towards the sideline. And unfortunately, Thomas Rahman Jr. left him wide open to make that catch. Great job by Mason Kirby and great opening drive by Seattle, basically through the air.
And this is, Luyendula has been on point as we talked about. He has been total field general recently for the Seattle offense. He continues that here as that man he's really found a renaissance in Seattle that he did not have. Pretty sure it was San Francisco he was previously. This is up and it is good. So a 7-point game for Seattle over Las Vegas. And Vegas we haven't even seen on the field just yet as we wait and see the arrival of Thomas Rahman onto the field after this kick. The going to be a good one. I have a feeling this is not going to be a low-scoring affair, as really Las Vegas has been trying to trend upwards from an offensive standpoint. I think they can possibly get something done here. We'll see what they have. This is from the 10. 25 to the 30. He's going to get caught down at the 29, and out comes the Fury quarterback, Thomas Rahman. He's got Robert Redford at his back, Brent Funk, John Blades, and Memphis Blue, your trio of wide receivers on the offense for Vegas, and we'll see what they have in play number 1 of their day. We'll get to the Seattle defense here in just a second.
O-line's going to have to go to work today if they want to be successful on offense.
Redford is the deep back going against this defensive line through the middle. He's going to have a couple of yards. That's a 4-yard gain for Redford.
It looked like Redford had a chance to bust it to the outside, but I must give a Duval to Mr. Eric Benson, E.K. Benson, number 52, who prevented Redford from taking it to the house on that nice tackle.
I formation for Rahman. 6 in the box defensively for Seattle. We'll get to their defense after this play. Rahman, the southpaw, looks to throw. Plenty of time in that pocket. Look at that pocket. That's great. Left side towards the sideline. That is caught. And that is a first down for John Blades. Let's look at the defense for Seattle. Denzel Maverick, your defensive tackle. Jukin Rukin for the defensive end. E.K. Vincent, who we've already talked about, is the outside linebacker. That is Iverson Gamble and Mario Martino, the cornerback tandem. The free safety, Mahmoud Ajlani, and Kane Vasquez, your safety combo. As this challenge on the field is, I believe, a chance to see if this was in bounds. Looked good to me on the naked eye, but we'll see here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you look like you only need 1 foot in the SFL to complete a catch. We'll see if the ref agrees on this one.
After review, the pass has been ruled complete. The catch was made prior to going out of bounds.
Really?
The home team will not be charged with
So they...
first down.
They originally called it incomplete.
Okay,
Vegas
yeah, that's what I
challenged
thought.
it.
Okay, that was really weird. That was a little bit confusing. But yeah, they called it incomplete. It was a pretty easy overturn, so everybody keeps their timeouts. Got it. No problem. I formation on this first down. That seemingly was a foregone conclusion. Redford in the backfield. Rahman to throw to the outside towards that sideline. That's caught, and he's back over the midfield line to the 47 as Vegas enters the Seattle territory as Memphis Blue makes his first catch.
And great job by Martino making the tackle, the undrafted rookie. But Memphis Blue is the go-to guy for Rahman, Thomas Rahman Sr. Memphis Blue have 32 receptions now after that reception. And he is over 450 yards after that play. He's a very valuable target for Vegas.
Redford looking good. He's going to have a first down over the right-hand side to the 39-yard line. Redford, real good day last week, Troy, as he had 108 yards on just 18 carries. One of the lone bright spots for the Fury in a game they lost at Baltimore 19-7.
Yeah, he definitely gave my Vultures defense some fits, be able to run as successfully as he did. But the fortunate part for Vegas is that the offense couldn't get any more touchdowns. But I know Thomas Rahman Sr. is ready to change that starting this drive.
Rahman split back, handoff Redford. He's going to cut through the middle again. He'll get
Number 28 with the carry. A pickup of 8 yards on the play. Number 94.
And that's the reason why Redford's been successful this season. He's only 5'10", 200 pounds, so he's able to get skinny when he needs to and get those extra yards, as we saw on that play.
2nd and 1 on the precipice of field goal range. Let's say they're in field goal range for the kicker. Redford trying to go off tackle. Here he gets closer to the first down marker. 3rd and inches. As they try to run no huddle here, we'll see if that's a thing. It looks like it will be 6 in the box defensively. And here it is. Redford gets the ball, gets the first down, gets some more, has some room.
Oh, he's gone.
To the 10, to the 5, to the house. That is a Las Vegas touchdown. It's Robert Redford, his first score of the game.
Now, on the previous play, Vincent made a great tackle on Redford, making the 3rd and short. But on this play, the blocking was awesome by the O-line, the fullback. And they actually, right there, that block by number 64, declared Eric Vincent on that play, allowing Robert Redford to take it to the outside, his left to the house.
Great work by that Fury offensive line. You knew that was going to be a question mark coming in. First drive of the game, that was a pretty good indicator that we could be in for a fight in Vegas.
Yeah, and the O-line did a great job making sure Rahman had time to throw the ball and then give Redford room to roam. Great opening drive, as you said, Curtis.
Rack for the extra point. Ready to go. Kick is up and on the way, and it is through. 7-all. Vegas and Seattle tied up through each offense having one drive. We'll see if Seattle can retort and take the lead right back, as a kickoff going to be on the way in a moment.
And I was originally thinking that today's game could be the battle of the running backs between Robert Redford and Zach Sandlin. Seattle's going through the passing route so far in this first quarter. We'll see if that changes starting this drive.
That kick is on the way. It's going to get down towards the 6-yard line. Caught there. The 20-25 moves to the right hash. That is to the 27, exactly where they started the last drive. Good work by the return man. We'll see what Seattle can do on this second drive. Luyendula marched down the field on their last one and put it in the near right corner for 6 for Kirby. See what he can do on his second go round. It seems like it's Luyendula versus Robert Redford at the moment. We'll see if that changes, if Tom Rahman can get involved. Handoff going right side is Sandlin, and he is going to lose 2. Make it 2nd and 12.
But again, great job by the Fury defense, making sure that 2 people touch Sandlin, make sure 2 people tackle Sandlin, keeping them from busting it loose for one of his usual long touchdown runs that we are known for him to make.
Shotgun. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom of your screen for receivers. Looks to throw. 3-step drop. Wings it over the middle. That's a hard throw and nearly picked off. And he would have had some room to run it back as well. Jonathan Taylor-Skunsing, who had an interception last week, nearly had another one there.
Yeah, and believe it or not, while he's great as a pat-down artist, he's also the team's leading tackler with 38 coming into today's game. A great pick, 11th pick in this previous draft by Las Vegas.
JTS chants in chat. Love to see that. Looks to throw. Pump fake from Luyendula. That's over the middle. That's it's incomplete. That was squeezed out, and it looked like Kirby could not hold it in. And it's 4th down. Seattle will be forced to punt.
And great job by Thomas Rahman Jr., who makes up for his previous play on the previous drive. He's the one who laid the boom on Mason Kirby, forcing him to drop that pass. Great job by the Vegas defense, and they got a chance to take the lead.
Punt coming end over end. That from the 10-yard line is where he's lined up. See what Vegas can do on this return, if anything. Good snap. Decent kick. It goes over the center logo to the 38-yard line. Caught there, spin move. Has some room to run. 2 broken tackles.
Oh,
the ball's out. Oh, and Seattle's got it. What a recovery and what a play. Special teams coverage turns the ball over, and Seattle has new life.
And I have to say, I'm sorry, Las Vegas. I gave you the commentator's curse. Like I said, you had a chance to take the lead, but great job by the Seattle special team. That fumble.
Oh, man. That is unfortunate for Vegas, who thought they had the ball back after a nice defensive stand. And you take a look at that man right there, who's happy to be back out on this football field. Midfield is where they start this technically new drive. To throw. Nice little fade route over the middle. That is caught first down for Seattle, as that's going to be Kirby with the catch.
So it looks like in the passing game, the battle is going to be Mason Kirby versus Thomas Rahman Jr. That's the 5th time in this quarter that these two have met, and this time it went in Kirby's favor as he make the catch.
Split backs formation for Seattle. Defensive line moving to the right. Looks to throw. Plenty of time. Pocket staying where it is. That's a catch. Broken tackle as Kirby seems to be the man of the hour on this drive. A 7-yard completion will get it down to the 31-yard line.
That's actually the big boy who is weighing 6'2", 260. Ripper Concordia. Great catch by him out of the backfield. And I think this is the season of the running backs becoming receivers out of the backfield. A lot of teams are having both their halfbacks and fullbacks making great catches.
Luyendula, long bomb. That one is intercepted, and that one's back the other way. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, no, it is going to be Merrick Itera, the cornerback, who jumps up to jump the route and take the ball away. 2 turnovers in the blink of an eye for both teams.
And that was his 3rd INT of the season. Way to go, Merrick Itera, climbing that ladder, picking off that pass that would have gone for 6. Good job by him, and Vegas will be able to take over on their own 20.
Yeah, decent field position for that being an interception. At least they're back to a normal starting position. Now it's split backs. Redford is one of them. 6 in the box defensively as we come down to the last 2 minutes of the first quarter. Handoff, left side, trying to go off tackle is Redford. He's going to have a couple of yards, but no further. Gets 3. It's 2nd and 7.
E.K. Vincent was looking for revenge. He made the tackle along with another Seattle Tyrant. It may take 2 to stop Redford as well. We'll see if the Seattle Tyrants defense is up to the challenge.
We'll see if their defense makes an adjustment to Redford, makes Tom Rahman beat him. That's going to be an interesting play going into this I formation for Rahman. He will throw. Right side towards the sideline. That's from the 28-yard line as Memphis Blue makes a catch.
And I believe this is the 2nd time we call his name. And so far, Thomas Rahman's confidence has to be high right now. He coming into today's game with more interceptions than touchdowns. Unfortunately, 10 INTs to 5 touchdowns. But he's starting off today's game on fire so far.
Right side heavy offensive formation for Vegas. We'll see what they do here with split backs. Seattle looking like they might send some extra help. It's Redford. He gets a move to the outside, tries a spin move, but he has the first down at least, and he holds on to the ball, which is an added bonus. It's 1st and 10.
And that tackle was made by, believe it or not, Seattle's leading tackler coming into today's game, Mahmoud Ajalani. Yes, the free safety is leading the team in tackles. That is 25th on today's game. I think Eric Benson actually tied them with his couple of tackles so far today, so they're both tied.
One of the Grizzly veterans of the SFL. This is a long bomb from Rahman. Left side, tipped, and should have been intercepted. And that is going to hit the turf harmlessly. That was close if you are Rahman, as it was looking like it was Gamble who was taking a trip there.
Yeah, you got to be careful. We're in Vegas. You don't want to gamble on Iverson Gamble there. Great pat down by him. Almost his 3rd INT. Couldn't bring it down. Remember the rule. If the ball touches your hands, you must come down with that catch, or in this case, the INT.
Oh, man. That's a great call. Good work. 7-all, 2nd and 10 in Las Vegas territory at the 31-yard line. And this is going to be a big 2nd down play. Expect Redford's going to probably get this. Just a thought process, because they want to try to make an easier 3rd down. I've been wrong before. We'll see what happens. He is through the middle, but he doesn't get anywhere. That's going to be 3rd and 9 after a 1-yard gain, and they have more or less neutralized him over the last couple of plays.
And that was Tony Booyah making a great tackle on Redford, making us a 3rd and long. Very important 3rd down for Seattle's defense. They can flip the field. They can stop Vegas right here.
Split backs for Rahman and company. 6 in the box defensively. 5-step drop, looks to throw, plenty of time, throws left, caught, 1st down, and Vegas gonna move the chains after an absolute strike thrown by Rahman. It's Brett Funk.
Brett Funk bringing the funk and extending this drive. Great catch by him because he was going to get hit as soon as he catched it. Great job helping extend this drive as this quarter ends.
And that is it for the first frame in the books. 7-7, Tyrants and Fury tied after 1. We'll be right back. This is the SFL on Twitch presented by APM Music. Simulation Football League on Twitch, presented by APM Music, is brought to you by the following. APM Music, its production music library and custom music house. And brought to you by Fuel. Check out the new sflinteractive.net today. Matt Doyle Designs, the official branding partner of the SFL. And by Media Tech Institute, turn your passion into your profession. Aerial shots brought to you by AirViews. We're united by drone. Visit AirViews, AIRVUZ.com to see more drone footage. We're back in Vegas. Chris Curtis and T. Roy Gaines with you in Vegas in a 7-7 game. A close game so far, T. Roy, as Vegas is looking at a 1st and 10, moving left to right.
Yeah, Vegas has been very balanced so far on offense.
And a big sack as well. First of the game on Tom Rahman as the Seattle defensive line gets to him. And look who it is talking a little bit of trash on the way through. What a play. That's Seattle's defensive line coming to work.
Denzel Maverick getting his 6th sack of the season. Unfortunately, the O-line couldn't contain Mr. Maverick as he make this a 2nd long for Vegas.
Well, that's a throw from Rahman, but he doesn't go very far as he's hit as he threw. Maverick got the hit on him again as he's putting the he's putting some taglines on Rahman at the moment.
Yeah, there's a dangerous D line here in Seattle. They got Jukin and Denzel Maverick, and they might be able to start wearing down the O line of Vegas. We'll see if Vegas can somehow extend this drive here on this 3rd and long.
3rd and 16. They got to get it all the way to inside Seattle territory to get the first. Here's the throw. Rahman over the middle. That is incomplete. Not able to bring that one in. And it's 4th and a bunch. They will punt for the first time tonight. 2nd time tonight.
And Brett Funk couldn't make that catch. He's probably thinking of another F word after missing that one, unfortunately. But we'll see if Las Vegas special teams can pin Seattle as deep as they can. We'll see what happens.
This will have to be end over end here. They can at least get it back down inside deep Seattle territory with a good boot. We'll see what happens. This kick going to the left. Get it down. Fair catch called for at the 33-yard line, and that is where Lugandula and company will start this next drive. Good work so far. 1st and 10 for Seattle as they come back out onto the field. Seattle had a real good first drive, basically an air raid, but since has not been able to keep that same effort up as Lugandula was intercepted his last time out by Maracatero.
And that's the result of having 5 star players in the secondary. Vegas was able to adjust after that first drive.
Lugandula to throw. Moves in the pocket, throws left towards the sideline. They're going to call it a catch. It's a 1-yard grab. Not much to that one as Sandlin couldn't keep the footwork in.
Yeah, Lugandula committed a quarterback sin, throwing it across his body. He got lucky, though, that Sandlin was able to make that catch and he didn't go for a pick 6.
The 34-yard line for 2nd and 9. 2 in the backfield. One of them is Sandlin. 4 on the defensive line, 6 technically in the box for Vegas defense. Looks to throw, pocket holds well, looks and finally gets taken down at the last possible second. He was able to hold on to the ball at the very least, but a big hit there is going to cause a 3rd and long.
Great job by Spartan preventing Luyendula to throw the ball, but Luyendula had Sandlin to his right, didn't look his way, and that could have made a more manageable 3rd and short, but we got a 3rd and long here. We'll see if Vegas defense can stop him.
Good 3rd down looking here. Got to get it to the 43-yard line for a first, just beyond it. In the gun by himself, 5 wide for Seattle. Looks to throw. Plenty of time.
Oh!
What a bomb! And oh man, Vegas defensive line hit him hard, and it's 4th and 9. Another punt coming. This one for Seattle.
And role player Byron Lewis, 6'4", 280-pounder, was the one who bring the heat on Luyendula, knocked him down, put a stop to this drive. Great job by the Vegas defense, and they should get good field position after this punt.
That should hold indeed. Seattle's offensive line could not hold the rush back, and this is going to be a kick end over end, get it down to the 27. That's a return back the other way. A spin move will get him down to the 40-yard line. Was able to avoid the fumble this time. Something to keep in mind, folks, going into this. The only team that has been able to hold Seattle to under 30 points on offense so far this season was the St. Louis Gladiators. I believe it was week 2. And so that's something to keep in mind, is Vegas has done a really good job of taking away opportunities and really rushing Luyendula's decisions.
Yeah, but also Las Vegas, the most points they scored last week, unfortunately, was 7 against Baltimore. They already reached 7 now. They're trying to change it here on this drive.
Oh, got some room to run. It's Redford. Got to break a tackle here. He can't do it, but he gets down deep into Seattle territory to the 35-yard line.
And the man who's been responsible for Vegas' last 14 points just took off rushing. Almost was able to take it to the house. Nice job leaping over his own lineman who got housed. And it weren't for Vasquez making that tackle, Robert Redford could have had 6 more points.
And he had some legs too. Did you see him churning right out of the backfield? That was real fun to watch from Robert Redford. When he gets in the open field, that man can move. No doubt about that. When you take a look at Rahman, the southpaw, he's going to be in a split backs formation here with 6 in the box defensively. 1st and 10 from the Seattle 35. Handoff. Redford's going to try to duplicate it, but this time Seattle wraps him up right away, and there's no gain on the play.
And Al-Jelani was one of the first people to come up and make a tackle. You see why he is the Seattle Tyrants leading tackler coming into today's game. I almost call them by their old name there.
2nd and 10. Split backs again. Handoff. Redford trying to turn the corner. Not going to happen. He's going to gain 1 yard and make it a 3rd and long. Rahman, in theory, should have to throw this. Seattle's proven they've adjusted well to the run game after Redford gashed him a little while ago.
And Redford had a chance to break another long run, but their fullback, actually it was their backup halfback, Easton Johnson, was also there as the fullback on that play. He couldn't make his block.
3rd and 9, Rahman to throw, plenty of time. Crossing pattern, he's got a catch. What a grab, and that's going to put him to a 1st down, as that was a great grab from John Blades. First time we're calling his name.
And great job by John Blades making the catch. I actually got the fullback wrong. It was Malcolm Crowe who was supposed to block there on the previous play, but great job by Blades making the catch and extending this drive.
81 yards to this point for Redford. He had 18 for 108 on 1 week ago. Split backs. Handoff. Redford. Oh, he's going the wrong way. That's a problem. There is a penalty marker on the field. We'll see what Stripes has to say, but it's looking like a fairly decent loss for Las Vegas going into this.
I think it's either going to be holding and it's going to be decline.
Holding, number 73, offense.
That is offensive holding against Vegas, and that is not the direction you want to go. I would probably decline that. I think you lost more than 10 yards on that run back. We'll see. But looks like they did accept, if I'm right.
Yeah, they accepted it.
Yep. Okay. Well, that is what it is.
And Dallas, the center, and Butch unfortunately botched that one. We'll see if he can make up for that on this 1st and 20.
Formation handoff. Redford can try to move off tackle. That's not going to go very far. He gains a yard back. 2nd and 19. Does give them a new fresh set of downs at the very least to work with this 20 yards. And it's not like they're not in field goal range. So they could still put points on the board if they continue this. But that sets them back quite a bit as Redford seems to have stalled out after that big run earlier.
Yeah, but let's look at the positive for Vegas so far up to this point. Rahman's been doing a good job. He looks like his confidence and his swagger has come back. We'll see if he can help extend his drive. Ooh, that'll help.
Flag on the play. That will indeed. It's a free play towards the end zone.
Oh!
And that is a touchdown. Memphis Blue over the middle has it, and Vegas has their first lead of the night.
And that's his second touchdown. Great inside slant by Memphis Blue, as we know was an offside penalty. Hopefully we get a replay on that one, but Memphis Blue had an inside slant. Looks like it was a double move by him that helped him beat his defender. Here's the replay. We couldn't see the double move, but he flat out beat his defenders. Nobody was there within 5 yards. Great job by Blue, and great job by Thomas Rahman getting his first touchdown in about a couple weeks.
Yeah, exactly. He had 0 touchdowns last week against 3 interceptions. Glad to see him back in the score column as McRack is going to go ahead and put this one up for the extra point. Kick is up and on the way, and it is through. 14-7. Vegas has the lead with 6:41 to go in the second quarter. Chris Curtis, T-Roy Gaines with you in Vegas Week 6. You guys just joining us. Missed a good game so far. It's been a fun and pretty close contest. Seen a little bit of everything in this game. Saw a punt loss to a fumble earlier, and the punting team recover it. That was Seattle earlier as they forced a fumble off of Vegas. The rushing touchdown by, actually it's all passing touchdowns, I do believe, to this point, as this ball's back to the 5-yard line. Returned back to 25, and he's going to get stopped there. Luyendula back out on the field since his first drive. Hasn't been able to do much against this Vegas defense, Troy.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that they haven't used Sandlin as much as the bell cow. They're using him as a receiver out the backfield. We'll see if that's going to change starting this drive.
Under center. That is Sandlin in the backfield. Looks to throw. Luyendula pump fake. Now throws left towards the sideline, and they're going to call that a catch. That is very, very close. There were definite team members of Vegas they're in the way from being able to see that, but they call it a completion, and Junior Senior the third will take all of that.
Yeah, but we'll see if the ref will agree that he made the toe drag swag. I thought he did the toe drag swag there, but there's going to be a challenge by Vegas.
See where this is. SFL, for those that are new, is a 1-foot league. See where this is. Oh, did he have control?
Ooh,
that's close.
That's close.
That's close. We'll see what Stripes has to say.
After review, the play stands. The pass was
Up stands.
the catch was made
Okay, they do call it a catch, so they do say he had adequate control. So Junior Senior has another catch to add to his repertoire. It is 14-7, but Seattle's starting to try to move the ball. About half the second quarter left as you see Senior the third lining up on the left side of the quarterback, Luyendula.
Yeah, great job by Junior Senior the third, making the toe drag slag there. We'll see if Seattle can capitalize.
Handoff. Sandlin. Oh, what a truck! Yeah, he was watching Redford. I think he actually did that to another person earlier on the Vegas team, but Sandlin making a body count to this point, 7 yards on that play. It's 2nd and 3.
I mean, if you're new to the SFL, that's what we've been used to seeing for Mr. Zach Sandlin, who with Seattle, they were previously in Dallas as the Lobos. They moved to Seattle this season, and he's a beast. You don't want to get in the way of that Mack truck wearing number 32.
2 in the backfield with him. Luyendula moves in the pocket. Quick dump
There
off.
you go.
Another truck. Sandlin again. It's just testing gravity on everybody he touches. What a hit. It's 1st and 10.
And let me get a little shout out to Doug Day in chat. He said Sandlin equals bowling ball, and that's what he's been on this drive. Great job by him. And as I mentioned earlier, he had a full head of steam making that catch, and he was able to make that truck because of it.
I don't know if I'll call him a bowling ball. I'll call him a snowball because he seems like he's running downhill and gaining weight as he goes along. That's going to be a throw over the middle, and that is caught first down to the 36-yard line. I like it. And Seattle moving the ball real well as Tristan Carr makes an appearance.
And that's his first catch of today's game. I'm surprised they haven't looked this way even more. He's 6'7", 249 pounds. He's one of the tallest receivers in this league. If I was Seattle, I'll be looking towards Tristan Carr's way a lot.
Single back formation. It's Sandlin, the snowball, bowling ball, whatever you want to call him, in the backfield. He's going to get a chance here through the middle, and he'll get a couple of yards, not much more than that. 2nd and 8 as they had to send the house to him to knock him down.
Rhett Sawyer, the D tackle, was able to make that play. And I think what helped was that Sandlin had the hurdle, unfortunately, because somebody got in his way, and that allowed Rhett Sawyer to bring the pain on that one. As you see, Sandlin's not even on the field right now.
No, it's 5 wide. There's a chance for Luyendula. He looks like he's going to be throwing either way. Quick drop back. He's got some room. Now he's not none. That is a big sack. The Vegas defense, Rhett Sawyer, his second tackle of the day. First one for a loss, and he's got a big loss for Seattle.
And let's give a oof to Burt Moonshine. He was the swinging gate there wearing number 61, the white and navy blue. Rhett Sawyer just went right by him and laid a hit on Luyendula.
3rd and a mile. 5 wide again. Watch out for Rhett Sawyer. Yeah, this time the pocket holds over the middle. Deep, and this one's caught. Oh, what a throw by Luyendula. And that is a great catch from Kirby over the middle.
And Kirby said, right back at you. Nice catch by him, putting Vegas almost in field goal range. He had two defenders from the Las Vegas in front of him, but he was still able to make the catch.
Single back formation for Luyendula. 4 on the defensive line. Looks to throw. Plenty of time. Dump off short. That's caught for a 6-yard gain is what they'll say. It was very, very close to not having control, but senior the third brings it in.
And this has still been a predominantly passing attack here in the first half for Seattle. And right now it's working for them. We'll see if they can cash this in and get a touchdown here.
Single back. Sandlin in the backfield. Throwing is Luyendula, tipped and incomplete. That was dangerous. Make it 3rd and 4. T-Roy, we've talked about Seattle and how they've done this season. Currently one of the 2 remaining unbeatens in this league. They sit at 4-0, but are actually the 3 seed right now in the playoff hunt, behind Chicago, who's at 5-1, who has yet to have a bye week.
And that's part of the reason why Seattle has already have a bye week. This is their 5th game, and this is the 6th week of the season. So that's the reason why Seattle is the 3rd seed.
They hand a shovel, I think. That's through the middle, not much to it. And it's 4th and 3 to Sandlin, as it looks like Seattle will have to attempt a field goal unless they feel a little bit courageous here. But I expect them to kick this.
But great job by D-line of Las Vegas disrupting the timing of that shovel pass. Didn't allow Sandlin to get going, and he was able to make the tackle right away.
4th and 3 from the 17, make it a 24-yard or 34-yard attempt. That is up, and it is good. Good work from Seattle. They do at least get points out of the drive. It's Chip Longfellow with the 34-yarder to make it a 14-10 game.
I know Chip Longfellow is 5'8", 230, but he kind of reminds me of the former kicker that played for the Silver and Black in that other league, Janikowski, because of how big he is. But he's very reliable. That's the reason why he's still on the team, in spite of the fact that he doesn't have a contract right now.
Hard to believe. I mean, he's a player that can hardly see over the defensive line. So that's something you said about that. That's going to be to the 25 to the 35. A spin move is going to get him knocked down at the 35-yard line, and Vegas is back out onto the field. So back out is Tom Rahman after the touchdown throw last time out. 14-10 Vegas with about 2:25 left here in the first half. This becomes a pretty big drive, T-Roy, for the reason that Las Vegas kicked the ball to start this game. They gave Seattle the possession, and they start the second half with the football, so they can maybe extend this lead before the break.
Yeah, they got a chance to double dip here if they can get a touchdown.
That's Redford through the middle. 2nd and 3 after a 7-yard gain. Redford been pretty steady so far in this first half.
Yeah, and this is a very balanced attack.
This is Redford again.
Uh-oh.
That little spin move, tried it anyway. He does get the first down, and the Fury continue to try to go no huddle here.
Probably didn't need to do that spin move there, but still, first down.
Yeah, that is indeed going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes before halftime, before the break, 14-10 Fury. This is the SFL on Twitch presented by APM Music. Ready to go, 1st and 10. Split backs formation, 6 in the box defensively. Handoff, and that's a broken tackle by Redford, but the second one was not. What a hit. He's still on the ground, has to hurry up and get into position. I would not give him this football.
We'll see if Vegas. Yes, he does.
That's to the outside. That's a play to the right for a throw. Not much to it. It'll get back to the line of scrimmage. What a truck that came through. I'm still recovering after that, as is Redford as they huddle up.
So at first it was E.K. Vincent who hold him up and set him up for that boom wearing number 43, the strong safety Kane Vasquez who laid the hit. What a play.
Good Lord. Rahman to throw. Plenty of drop back on this. Pocket hold. Throw over the middle. Picked off. That is going to be a return back the other way. And it looked like it was thrown right to him. What a grab, as that was, I believe, that was Rhett Sawyer who came all the way back. No, I lied.
It was Mr. Booyah.
That was Booyah. That was the off-contract player. I was looking at the wrong team. That's fine. Booyah with the play, and that is a great linebacker decision to hang back there and wait for that throw.
And what was that commercial? I think the guy said, "Booyah, Grandma, booyah." Great job by Tony Booyah. Not wearing any gloves, is able to make an INT and potentially give Seattle a chance to take the lead.
Well, 5 wide on the field, 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. I believe Damon Simeon would call this the oop-de-oop. That's a long bomb right side, and that is going to be a diving attempt, but no good, as Mason Kirby tried to extend.
Yeah, another Damon Simeon saying, "See, Mama, I'm going to see a man fly." Well, unfortunately, Mason Kirby couldn't come down with the catch after he flowed in the air. But we see Seattle, how can they respond after that missed big play there?
Well, one thing for sure, they can at least huddle up and try to draw up a play here on 2nd and 10. 6 in the box defensively. Looks to throw. Plenty of time. Over the middle, crossing pattern, catch, and over the first down marker. That's where they'll start running the no huddle. See what Seattle can do.
Great job by JS3 making that catch.
There are plenty of catches in this first half. You can do it. The pocket, he's going to get hit for it. That's another sack. Couple on each side right now, as Luyan Dula is going to have to work with a 2nd and long. Throws right side. That one's caught. Couldn't quite work the screen. It'll be a timeout for Seattle. 3rd and 4 on the other side of the timeout.
So we had inside, outside slants by Seattle. Unfortunately, the receivers got in each other's way. If they didn't, that could have went for a huge gain, but it's still 3rd and manageable. We'll see if Seattle can extend this drive.
This Sin City crowd gets loud, trying to will their team to a defensive stop on 3rd and 4. Offset I formation for Luyendula. Quick drop, throw, left side, caught. First down and 1 more as well. 1st and 10, still not in field goal range with 27 seconds to go. Going to try to get something done. Luyendula handoff. It's Sandlin. Works through the middle, and that is a run that's going to get him just short of the first down. It's another timeout from Seattle, bring them down to 1.
And that's what Seattle needs to do, is make sure that Zach Sandlin can get a full head of steam, because once he can, it'll be very easy for him to break tackles, as we saw on that carry.
Under center. Sandlin is the deep back on 2nd and 3. Looks to throw. Right side, corner, caught, touchdown to the house, and Seattle takes back the lead. It is Kirby with the grab.
And that's his second TD, and way to respond there.
look at that
That's not
wobbler.
the best pass in the world, but it doesn't matter if the guy can make the catch and take it to the house. What a play by Luyendula to Kirby, and Kirby just flat out beat his man. He didn't have to make a double move.
No, not at all. He had all the time in the world to make that catch, which made sense, and he needed it because he had a duck thrown to him by Luyendula, but he was able to bring it in. That is a big touchdown to get for Seattle. Extra point about to get sent on its way from Longfellow. Kick is up and on the way, and it is through. So add one more to the total, 17-14 Seattle. 16 seconds left in the half. That's a big touchdown to get, T-Roy, as it'll be Vegas with the ball to start the second half, but now they're going to be playing from a deficit.
So that was a huge 14-point swing. Las Vegas had a chance to score 7. Their drive stalled with an INT, and then Seattle made them pay for it.
Kick is a good one on the way back down to the 9-yard line. Caught at the 9, he brought to the 20, 25. Another attempt at a spin move will get him to the 30 and no further. 11 seconds left in the first half. Enough time for one, maybe 2 plays, depending on what they want to do. As you take a look there at Max Jackson.
And they got the playmakers to make big plays. Robert Redford, Brett Funk, John Blaze, and Memphis Blue. All players that can take it to the house at any given moment. We'll see what Vegas calls up here.
High formation at the moment. I fully expect this ball to end up in Redford's hands. Maybe not. It'll be a throw right side. Tipped.
Ooh.
Oh, and nearly incomplete. A tip drill from 55 there in white. Didn't bring it in. 7 seconds to go.
And they had a matchup at the top of our screen there. That was Brett Funk, who had one-on-one coverage with less help from Seattle there. I was hoping that Raman would have saw him. Fortunately for Vegas, there wasn't a turnover. Otherwise, Seattle could have scored.
Offset I formation for Vegas on the 2nd and 10 with 7 seconds left on the clock. This will be a handoff. Redford does not get anywhere, and they will call a timeout for some odd reason. Not entirely sure why, but that's fine. 1 second or 3 seconds to go. This one should be the last play of the half coming up.
Yeah, and right now, at least the coach is very understanding. Usually when I see a quarterback goes to his line, even though he just pierced his heart there.
Yeah.
that's the difference.
On the other side of the jersey.
But that's the difference. He was surprised them being nice. He just went right for the heart. It's like, you better throw this touchdown right now.
Split backs formation for the Fury here.
I'm dead.
That's going to be a not top 10, no problem. That's going to be a run for Redford that does not go anywhere, and that is going to be how we finish the first half of play. Sin City has been a very gracious host this Week 6 matchup, and the Tyrants and Fury have rewarded them to a 17-14 game at the end of 2. We'll be back after the halftime break. This is the SFL on Twitch presented by APM Music. Stay right there. Just about to get back to it in Las Vegas, Nevada. Chris Curtis and T-Roy Gaines with you for this Week 6 matchup. It is the Tyrants and the Las Vegas Fury. Seattle up 17-14 at the end of a pretty hotly contested first half, T-Roy. And before this kick, or as this kick happens, what are your thoughts on that first half?
I do like the fact that Vegas got Thomas Rahman's confidence back as a quarterback. He did through 2 INTs, but he got his first touchdown in a couple of weeks. I look to see Vegas continue their bounce attack with a heavy dose of Robert Redford and then Thomas Rahman taking advantage of the Seattle focusing on the run.
Max Jackson brings it back to the 30 to start this first drive of the second half for Tom Rahman and company. Should be good. I'm looking forward to seeing what adjustments were made out of the locker room. It's been for the Fury this season. They're 2-3. They're sitting on the outside looking in of the playoff picture. They've had a Jekyll and Hyde season. Things go well, and then they don't. Rahman, deep dive, left side. That is caught, but it's caught by the wrong team. That is a grab and then another interception for Seattle. What a grab. This one by, that was Iverson Gamble. They gambled on him, and this time it did not pay off.
Yeah, this time Gamble was able to make the INT there. Great job by him. Almost doing the OBJ type of interception there. Falling on his back, coming down with the football and get Seattle the ball in great field position.
All right, well, that gives Seattle immediate possession coming out of the halftime break. 17-14. Defensive line shifts a little bit to the left. Handoff through to Sandlin. And that is going to be a 2-yard gain. Not much to that. 35 yards on 8 carries for Sandlin. Has not needed a great run game because the offense has been running basically through the arm of Jacques Luyendula.
Yeah, and remember last week, Seattle against Mexico City gave Sandlin the ball 30 times as the bell cow. So surprising that start off the third quarter, he's at 8 carries.
That's a throw over the middle. That's caught. Great grab. Seattle moves the ball again, and that is going to be a 1st and 10 at the Vegas 47 as they move into territory.
And great job by the role player tight end Blue, 6'7", 260 pounds, making that catch. He actually had a catch on the previous drive before the half, and he's giving Jacques Luyendula another reason to throw to a wide receiver. The wide receivers here has been on fire so far.
Play over the middle again. This one is going to end up in the hands of, is that Carr again? It is Tristan Carr, his second catch.
And the man who previously played in London and Vancouver has been a very valuable receiver for Seattle, and also when they were known as the Dallas Lobos. A great off-season acquisition 2 seasons ago by this franchise.
The handoff to him through the middle, trying to find his truck plates again. This time he gets hit just before the first down marker, 2nd and 2, but they're moving closer. They're in field goal range at this point.
And great job by Sandlin getting that full head of steam and trucking the defender.
Single back formation for Luyendula. Update from Queen City after this play. Looks to throw. Plenty of time. Left side towards the sideline. That is caught. And that is a move towards the sideline. And he did step out of bounds. It's going to be 1st and goal after a game break. Let's send it over to Cameron Irvine.
Thank you, Curtis. Well, this game pretty close and pretty competitive. New Orleans and Queen City, not so much. Although Jeff Duffy just got hurt for the Corsairs. Queen City leads New Orleans 38-0 in the third. Back to you in Vegas.
Thank you very much, Cameron. This is a route would be an understatement at that point in the game. That's going to be a right-hand side catch and a touchdown for Seattle, who makes it what's going to be a 2-possession game. Just out of the game break, we have another score update as Kirby brings one in. I believe that's his 2nd touchdown.
Yeah, 2nd touchdown, basically the same play. This time there was a couple of defenders there in Kirby's path, but he was able to turn upfield and make the catch, and that's his 3rd touchdown today's game. Seattle's offense has been on fire with the passing game.
Luyendula getting into a rhythm, to say the least. The air game is going very, very well. Kirby with another touchdown to add to his repertoire. 23-14 extra point. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up and on the way, and it is good. Make it 24-14 now. Seattle up 10 points. That's 2 possessions for those of you scoring at home. Vegas, this is going to be a pretty key offensive possession for them, Troy.
Yes, it is. It's going to be very important for Thomas Rahman Sr. to shake off the jitters, shake off the rust, get back to the form that he had at the end of this first half, and get another touchdown.
Kick is up and on the way. We'll see what Max Jackson can do with this return. Out to the 8-yard line. Caught there at the 20. Spin move at the 25, and he's going to get hit at the 26-yard line to bring him down. So 24-14. Rahman needs to try to find something that works here. I believe 2 interceptions for him today. See if they can fix that. Going in, 1st and 10 on this possession. I think a little more balance of Robert Redford, I think, would be in the cards here, if I'm right.
And hopefully he's okay after that hit he took after the end of the first half.
This will be a throw from Rahman. Moves to the pocket. Short dump off. That is a catch. Moving the needle 8 yards to the 34-yard line. See there the quarterback comparison: 3-1 for Luyendula, and 1-2 for Tom Rahman. Touchdown to interception ratio, and that's a definitely want to. And you can see Rahman calling for it on the sideline. He wants to get the ball to Redford here if he can. Thinks he's ready. See if he gets the ball here on 2nd and short. He will. Through the tackle. That's a conversion on 2nd down to make it a first. And that is down to the 41-yard line. Still in Vegas territory, but they do move the chains.
Redford's starting to get his swagger back, too. It looked like he had a chance to break it out to his left at the bottom of the screen there, but he decided to cut back inside, get the guarantee first, and extend his drive.
High formation. Handoff. Redford's got some room. Try to bust it through the middle. And it's a 6-yard gain instead. Out to the 47. Couple runs in a row for him.
And the O-line and the fullback is recognizing that they need to give their star players chance to make big plays. And right now, the O-line is doing a good job on this drive.
High formation again. That's 7 in the box defensively for Seattle. Handoff, right side, got some room to go. Redford, spin move, and I think if he tries to cut that out to the right, he's got some more room. Cuts it back in, gets tackled, but it's a first down regardless, and the Fury are moving the ball.
Now, they are doing a good job moving the ball, but as she said, Redford had a chance to bounce it to the outside. He must not have felt as confident in his blocker right there, so he decided to cut inside. I mean, Brett Funk already laid out backhands there, but Robert Redford cut back inside and just made sure he got the guaranteed yardage.
1st and 10 inside Seattle territory. Split backs formation. One of them is Redford. Handoff. Redford trying to go off. Tackle from the right-hand side. That's going to be a 3-yard gain.
Now, I know Robert Redford's one of the highest paid running backs in this league, but eventually even the best running backs get tired, and Thomas Rahman's going to have to take over. We'll see if Las Vegas is going to go to the air game on this play.
One of the safeties sneaking up on this 2nd and 7. See if they send a little extra help at the quarterback here. Nope, it'll be a Redford run. He's going to cut it to the outside. Has a spin move, trying to break through to the first down marker. He cannot. It'll be 3rd and very short. 3rd and 1 at the 33. They are in field goal range at the very least, but they would love to get this yard and try to push this forward.
And good open field tackle by Bones Malone Jr. He had to bounce it to his right, the bottom of the screen, to stop Redford from getting that first down. We'll see if Seattle can hold him here.
And off Redford. Can he get there? He cannot. He gets taken down just before the first down marker, and it's 4th and 1. Decision time coming for Vegas.
Now, with 5 minutes left, they're down by 10. If I was the coach, I would go for it. And it looks like that's what Vegas is doing right now.
Well, they've got him out on the field to see what they try to do here. I formation. 4th and 1. They are going to go for it, and they're not going to get it.
Oh, he got the
got
first!
ball. What? Oh, if that was Rahman with the ball, that might be one of the best QB sneaks I've ever seen. It was a play-action run from Rahman, I do believe.
What a play by Rahman. It looked like Redford was supposed to get the ball, but Seattle's defense disrupted the handoff. But Rahman had the wherewithal to hold on to the ball and take it to the 22-yard line. Great play by him.
What in the world just happened? Redford's going to get this on 1st down as they try to recover, as we do as well. That's a 4-yard loss, unfortunately, for Redford. But going back to that previous play, I think you're right. I think it was a broken play that Rahman made something out of nothing there to get the 1st down. What a play from Rahman, and remember that, because if Vegas it does end up coming back to make a game of this, maybe even win it, that's going to be a play we have to look back onto, right?
Yes, it is. That could be the play of the game. Way to go by Thomas Rahman Sr. making a huge play for his team.
Rahman to throw over the right side, and then nearly intercepted. That is not where he wanted to put that as he hits the turf hard. It's 3rd and 14.
Yeah, it didn't help that Seattle had a big guy basically on Rahman before he even threw that ball. Good job by Jukin Rukin with the hurry up.
Take a look at Rukin there. I formation for Rahman. Got to get something done. 3rd and long. I formation for them with 7 in the box defensively. Rahman to throw. Plenty of time. Throws short.
Ooh.
That's an interesting play call and an interesting decision made. And that's going to be 4th and a long shot. This is likely going to be a field goal attempt as they try to get some points here.
And this will be, believe it or not, Dustin McRack's first field goal attempt in 2 weeks. He had no field goal attempts last week against Baltimore, and he looks like he wants to be able to help Vegas cut down his lead.
Well, they'll put it to 1 possession if they can get it done here from the 26-yard line, make it a 43-yard attempt from the right hash. Dustin McRack. Snap's good. Full good. Kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is no good. Wide right from McRack, and that is not what you want to do. It remains a 2-possession game in the 3rd quarter.
Well, they can't be mad at me at Vegas because I didn't jinx them that time, but unfortunately, that is Dustin McRack's first missed field goal of this season.
Well then, now how things change very quickly. 2 in the backfield for Luyendula, who's back out of the field. Throws to the outside. That's Sandlin. Catches it with one hand, has to make the turn. And that is not Sandlin, actually. That's the big man out of the backfield, the fullback. Make it 2nd and 8 after a 2-yard gain.
Concordia with his 2nd catch of today's game, getting 2, trying to distract Las Vegas a little bit, focusing on other players before they give the ball to Sandlin and have him go off.
Under center, single back formation for the Tyrants. That's Sandlin in the backfield. Handoff, room to run, trying to get to the 1st down marker, and he will be short. Make it 3rd and 1 out to the 42.
Yeah, if Vegas is going to stop Sandlin, they need to make sure that they disrupt his path to glory there and make sure that he doesn't get a full head of steam, because once he do, it's going to be a huge problem for the Fury.
Under center. Handoff. Sandlin, 1st down and more. Going to get out to midfield and make it 1st and 10 to the 49, just shy of the midfield stripe.
And the O-line's doing an awesome job. He giving Sandlin a full head of steam, a chance to get a full head of steam. He wasn't touched until after he crossed that 1st down marker. Good job by the O-line of Seattle.
No panic in that Vegas sideline just yet. They're down 2 possessions, but they're still in this 3rd quarter. Plenty of time just yet. They got to get this stop, though. To the outside. That's a catch towards the sideline. That is a grab. I believe that is Tristan Carr, his 4th grab. Make it 2nd and 4.
But Vegas do need a panic because there's only just over 13 minutes left in this game. They have to cause a turnover in the worst way. We see if Rhett Sawyer and company can do it.
2 sacks on the day for Rhett Sawyer. Split backs for Luyendula. Looks to throw. Plenty of time. Deep dive. Right side. Oh, it's tipped in. Incomplete. And that was intended for Tristan Carr on the right side. Make it 3rd and 4.
A great job by Thomas Rahman Jr. You see he's highlighted there. He was the one who was able to climb that ladder and make the pat down right there, in spite of the fact that he had, I believe that was, yeah, Max Jackson also covering that play. O-line once again is giving Sandlin room to roam, and a good job by the fullback Concordia being the last person to spring Sandlin loose for that first down.
1st and 10. In field goal range is Seattle. That's a free play. That's not what you want to see. Crossing pattern's a one-handed grab, but it's not going to be for much, and they are going to take this penalty and take another first down, I have a feeling.
Neutral zone infraction, number 54, defense.
That's indeed what it is. Neutral zone infraction, and the Tyrants, of course, will accept. That'll move them a little bit closer. I believe that'll make it 1st and 5.
And you don't want to hear your name called on the infraction. And that's unfortunately the 3-year vet, Rhett Sawyer, who went offsides there. And I think Zach Sandlin is starting to wear out the Las Vegas defense. They're starting to become a little bit undisciplined right now.
Yeah, I'd love to see him get more of this football if you are Seattle. Handoff. Sandlin going to try to use his blocker to his advantage. He ends up running into his blocker. It's a 2-yard gain. Make it 2nd and 3.
And great job by the D-line of Las Vegas disrupting the path of Sandlin there by basically forcing the fullback to go backwards and have him get hit by Sandlin.
Split backs for the Tyrants. Handoff Sandlin. Got a first down. Make it 1st and 10. Down to the 19. They enter the red zone again.
And Sandler's doing a great job melting this clock away as we almost at the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Seattle will run another play here and potentially extend their lead.
Split backs. Looks to throw. Plenty of time. Steps up in the pocket. Throws left side. Catch, or one-handed grab nearly, but it is indeed tipped away at the very least. That's a big play from GST.
Yeah, but he's going to be kicking himself. He had a chance to make a pick 6 there, get his 3rd INT of his career. That's a good pat down, but he should have picked that off.
JTS, sorry. Either way, 24-14 it remains. 2nd and 10. William Dillon to throw. Over the middle, that's a catch and a first down. What a fight to get to that first down marker, and that is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's a 10-point game in Vegas with 1 quarter to go. This is the SFL on Twitch presented by APM Music. Tyrants knocking on the door as we enter this 4th frame. Chris Curtis, T. Roy Gaines with you as we bring you the final frame from Sin City. Moving right to left from the 9-yard line is where they're going to start this 4th quarter. Handoff. Sandlin can't get very far. Make it 2nd and goal, but they got a couple more tries at it.
And good job by Vegas stopping Sandlin from getting ahead of steam there.
Take a look there at Max Jackson. We're going to try to make something happen here. Sandlin is the only back. He'll get the football, and he will gain another yard. Bring it down to the 7. He's got 80 yards, 16 carries for that man right there, Zach Sandlin. And it becomes a big 3rd down. Vegas trying to make a stand here, trying to get something done. They need this football back, and they need to get some points on the board.
They actually need to stop Seattle from scoring right now. Turnover will help them in the big way. Otherwise, they're going to be playing catch up real fast, quick, fast, in a hurry.
In the gun, 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Looking to do a little throw towards the back corner of the end zone. Tipped and incomplete. 4th and goal, and that was Kirby, the intended receiver.
And the battle between Kermit and Ramen Jr. continues, and this time Ramen Jr. pulls through for Las Vegas. You know, it wasn't a pick. They forced Vegas to forced Seattle to settle for a field goal attempt.
They will try it. Chip Longfellow back in the game. From the 7-yard line, make it a 24-yard attempt. Should be a chip shot for him. In the middle of the 2 hash marks. Kick is up and on the way. It is up, and it is good. Make it 27-14. 24-yard field goal will make it a 13-point game. Still 2 possessions, which is important, as Vegas about to get the ball back here, just starting off the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what's important is, can Max Jackson get a nice kickoff return for 6 here on this play, get Vegas back in this game right now?
That would be really, really nice. He's shown some flashes. He's shown that he may be able to break one, but hasn't been able to as of yet. And so he'll be caught at the 8-yard line. The right hash boots to the right. One tackle and gets down to the 30-yard line, which has been pretty much his average return to this point in this game, down to the 30, and bring back out Tom Rahman and company as they try to get some things done. I expect to see something out of Robert Redford here, but I think more of that's going to be probably from outside the backfield as a catching running back. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we should be seeing less of him getting the ball as a ball carrier, but it looks like they could potentially go to him as the ball carrier right now.
And we'll see. Offset eye. It is going to be Redford trying to cut this outside, and he's not going to get very far. Tyrant saw it coming. They bust through and get to the back, and that's going to be a 1-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, he tried to break it to the outside, but unfortunately for him, Seattle's D-line starting to take over. He was able to stop him behind the line of scrimmage for a 1-yard loss.
2nd and 11. I formation for Rahman. 6 in the box defensively for Seattle. Hand off to Redford. He's going to get 1 back, make it 3rd and 10.
And I agree with you, Curtis. They should have used Redford as a receiver out of the backfield at this stage of the game with just 9 minutes left. They need to move down the field, get a score quick, and then stop Seattle right away.
And they put themselves into an obvious passing situation at 3rd and 10 as well. It'll be a throw from Rahman. Looks to throw deep right side. That's tipped, and it is incomplete. 4th and 10. I'd still say it's probably too early for them to go for it. We'll see what the coaching staff for Las Vegas has in mind here.
Yeah, they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They will have to punt because Seattle's been basically doing a great job moving the ball down the field. We'll see if the special teams of Las Vegas can cause a turnover to basically even out the turnovers on special teams. As you know, Max Jackson fumbled in the 1st quarter.
That was Mario Martino on the coverage on that last play. Punt coming. Low snap. Kick is up and on the way. And then he's going to get down to the 40-yard line. Fair catch called for, and he kneels it down. 1st and 10 for Seattle, who can honestly, with a touchdown or possibly even a field goal, could put this game away. Depending on how it goes, there would be a 16-point lead if they're able to get a field goal, which would make it still very, very difficult. As you look there at Sandlin, 80 yards on a 5 average. Decent day for him at the office.
It's time to feed that Mack truck who weighs 260 pounds the ball.
That's what I was going to say, too. This will be a throw short on a crossing pattern that's caught. And a 1st down for Seattle. Interesting play call. They keep the clock running, though, as they make it happen.
Well, they've been passing throughout this whole game. They decided, let's keep it up here. Junior Senior Deferred with the inside route, able to make the catch and take it over to the Las Vegas side of the field. Now, Curse, I have to bring this up in the chat. I see Thomas Rahman Jr. basically throwing shade at his dad. He said, "Dad, can you complete a pass?"
Junior better be careful. Senior, I think, is going to throw him to the quarterback position and see if he can do it. That'll be a run to the right side. 2nd and 1 to the 39 as Sandlin gets the old feet running.
Now, I was wondering if Zach Sandlin would be hold to 100 yards rushing today. It almost looked like it, but right now, Seattle gave him the ball. And if I was the Tyrants, I'll keep being number 32 wearing the white and navy blue to help melt this clock away and put this game to bed.
2nd and 1. They're inside Vegas territory. Seattle trying to stay a perfect now 5-0 if they can hold on to this. It'll be 3rd and inches after Sandlin gets stopped before the yellow line. Good work there, and that'll give them a chance for a huge stop if they can get it, talking about Vegas.
And good job by Spartan. Be able to stop Sandlin from getting a full head of steam here, but 3rd and inches, this look like a Sandlin time once again. We'll see if Vegas can man up and stop him here.
Well, they'll need to stop that Mack truck. He's already got a 3 body count so far this game. Nope, it'll be a throw. Luyendula over the middle, crossing pattern, caught, and what a gutsy play by Seattle to throw it on 3rd down to keep the play running. 11 catches for senior, the third, 103 yards, and he matches his output so far with 11 catches. He had 116 yards last week, but he's hit the 11 catch mark for 2 games in a row.
11 catches and 100 yards receiving them both games. A nice day in the office, despite the fact he has no TDs.
That's going to be a throw over the middle. What a grab, and super nice concentration from Kirby to hold that ball as well, as he knew the hit was coming. That was Tristan Carr, sorry, but what a play either way. 1st and 10.
A great catch by Carr, but the person didn't know that the hit was coming. Ref number 43, because he got trucked as a defender from right there, Rhett Sawyer. No, actually Spartan got in his way. It's like, yeah, on my way, ref 43, let me make this tackle.
13-point game. Would have been a 10-point game if not for a missed field goal earlier. Under center, Luyendula trying to put the nail in the proverbial coffin. Hard drop back. That's going to be towards the sideline, and they will call that incomplete. I beg to differ. I thought he had it. 2nd and 10 for the moment.
Now here's the question. Is Seattle willing to challenge it here? They do have the lead by 13 points. It looks like they're not going to challenge it. Maybe they'll feed the beast and give 32 the ball, give them a chance to go over 100 yards again.
They can do it. They could do it if they wanted to. Split backs formation. Sandlin is one of them back there. 2nd and 10 scenario. Handoff. Sandlin moving to the right. Bust through. Able to break through and get at least a couple yards. That's nice. Rhett Sawyer, another tackle to add to his repertoire. He's got 4.
Yes, but here's the problem. You look at that scoreboard to our left. The clock right there is just about to hit under the 6-minute mark.
Yep.
Las Vegas needs a turnover badly right now.
5 wide on the field for Seattle. They're trying to put the nail in the coffin right here. 3rd and 7. Maybe going for the killer strike. Throw back toward the end zone. Diving!
Oh,
play!
no!
No good. Oh, what a play. And Kirby can't bring it in. He nearly had it on the precipice of a touchdown, but it hit the ground.
Well, they'll sell for a field goal attempt, but this really could have put this game away. Luyendula just overthrew his wide receiver there. Kirby tried his best. His 2nd attempt laying out for the ball, and unfortunately couldn't come up with the catch.
And it looks like a field goal attempt on the horizon from the 15. Should be a 32-yarder from Longfellow here. He'll be going 3 for 3 if he hits this. From the middle of the hashes. Snaps good, hold good, kick up, on the way. It is up, and it is through right down Main Street. And that is going to make it a 30-14 score. It's a 16-point game, so 2 touchdowns and 2-point conversions will be tied. But Vegas got to get the ball in the end zone first.
Yeah, I got to throw some shade. Chip Longfellow has no contract. He made both his field goal attempts, and unfortunately, Dustin McRack, their star kicker, had his first field goal attempt go wide right, and that could cost Vegas in the long run. We'll see if Vegas can have Max Jackson get a touchdown here, because they need a score really quick right now.
They need something from that man. Get him a nice return if they can to the 20. 25, breaks 1 tackle, and he gets taken down at the 27-yard line. So bring back out Tom Rahman and company. Got to get something done, and something done quickly, as they don't have a ton of time to spare at this point. 30-14. It's a 16-point contest in Vegas.
Rahman needs to block out his struggles and get their offense into the red zone here.
You got to get something done. See what they can do. 1st and 10. Rahman to throw on 1st down. Throws right side, that's caught. Trying to break a tackle and not getting very far to do so, but they do stop the clock at the very least as John Blades brings it in.
A good job by Blades making sure that he got out of bounds, preserving that clock. That's a decent start. We'll see what Vegas can do here to move the ball down the field real quick.
2nd and 4.
They have to hurry. Clock is running again.
They do indeed need to hurry it up. 11 in the play clock here. I formation, Rahman to throw. Plenty of time. Puts it over right side. And that is intercepted. And that is likely going to do it. Still a bit of time left on this clock, so they'll probably see the ball again. But Seattle with really good field position, and Tom Rahman is very disappointed.
And here's the thing. He looked like he had Robert Redford to his left. He decided to go for the big play because of the time on the clock at 5 minutes and 18 seconds, and that unfortunately was not the best decision. Cain Vasquez baited Rahman to throw that pick.
It's almost like Rahman didn't even see him. What a play by the coverage man, Cain Vasquez, to get in there and make the play happen. 6 in the box defensively. Leon Dua's going to hand off to Sandler, who's got some room to go, and he'll get 8 yards to make it a 2nd and 2 out to the 43.
And while Sandler hasn't broke out a long touchdown run, he's been doing a great job just getting the tough yardage. That's another 8-yard run. For him, it's either been like a 3-yard carry or an 8 or 9-yard carry. Either way, he's hurting Las Vegas bad.
Offset I formation for Seattle. Handoff to Sandlin. Does he get the 1st down? He does not. Make it 3rd and inches.
And look at Spartan. He made the tackle, but you see that, unfortunately, the wear and tear trying to stop number 32 is getting to him. He's holding his lower back. If I was Seattle, just give Sandlin the ball once again.
Let him do it one more time. I completely agree. Doesn't need much. Just needs a push forward from that offensive line to see what happens. 3rd and inches. Handoff. Sandlin got the 1st down. Big conversion on 3rd down. That is another one for Sandlin. He's got to be getting close to the century mark in yards. Make it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line as the clock continues to tick away.
And great job by Sandlin. He must have saw that Spartan was a little bit wary there after the previous tackle. He went right after him, and that helped him get the 1st because he wasn't able to make the tackle.
I would expect them to just keep feeding him the ball. Clock ticks away. They're going to burn a little bit of it with 4 on the play clock. And off Sandlin, he's going to get hit real hard. 1-yard gain, make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that's one way to tackle a running back when he has left his feet. Sandlin hopped once again because he felt like he needed to. And good job by the Fury D-line, stopping him right there in his tracks.
The 38-yard line of Vegas. Trying to kill as much time as possible. Real good clock management here by the Tyrants. Handoff. Sandlin trying to break one. He's not going to do it. He loses a couple yards to the 40-yard line, but the clock continues to go.
Yeah, and Vegas needs to cause a turnover right now. They need to force Sandlin to cough up that football because it looks like Seattle is content to giving number 32 the ball to help get this to the 2-minute warning.
3rd and long. Sandlin in the backfield, the only back. Plenty in coverage. Only 5 in the defensive box for Vegas. Handoff. Sandlin trying to move to the right. He's not going to get there. It's 4th and 11, but that should actually take us down to the 2-minute warning. So that will be the last play before it, as they'll take their time getting their punter back out onto the field. And that is going to bring us to the final 120 seconds in the 4th quarter. Game is in hand for Seattle at the moment. This is the SFL on Twitch, presented by APM Music.
Oh yeah, Butter, I'm coming. I'm blocking this.
Punt coming back towards midfield. This hang time is going to put it down towards the corner. It's going to bounce towards the 1, and they will have it at
what a
the
play!
3. What a coverage play by the Seattle special teams, as that is going to be a major setback for the Fury in a last-minute comeback attempt. What a punt.
Now let's see if number 22 goes in. He actually goes to the end zone and then touches the ball. Should that have been a touchback? I'm not for sure. The only people who can challenge it is the refs at this point. Las Vegas got a long way to go.
They do indeed. I don't think that matters for this particular play, though, the fact that he went into the end zone. Either way, 2 in the backfield. Rahman to throw from his own end zone. That's a catch, and a long one towards the 30-yard line, down to the 29, and Vegas will call a timeout.
Inside slant worked out to Blades there. Good job by Thomas Rahman. Saw that he got the matchup. He's able to fire that dart. Nobody was there until after Blades got that first down. We'll see if Las Vegas can carry this momentum to the house on this drive and get 6.
1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. 121 yards on the day. Not had the day he'd wanted, that's for sure. Split backs for Rahman. Looks to throw. Pocket holds. Right side. And complete. Not going to happen there. Seattle's defense steps up again and keeps the ball in front of them.
And good job by James Capkin once again with the pat down on that play. As Crash Combs stay in the chat, he has Seattle's backups in right now. We'll see if Las Vegas can take advantage of that, however, and get 6 here.
16-point game, 2nd and 10. Minute 40 left in the game, last 100 seconds. Rahman playing a step back. He's going to heave this deep. Left side,
he's gone!
caught to the 15, 10, 5. That is a Vegas touchdown. What a bomb down the left-hand side, and that is going to bring them back a little bit. Brett Funk on the receiving end.
And he beat his man Tyler Rose, who did not come up roses on that one. Good job by Brett Funk, just outrun his defender, wide open, able to make the catch and take it to the house. And unfortunately, you see why Tyler Rose is the backup cornerback as Las Vegas gets closer, but they have to go for 2 here in order to stay in this game.
Chat, the Brown Knight, Seattle does not like their backups. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. 30-20, 2-point conversion on tap here for Vegas. Still not out of this just yet. It would be crazy. Thrown short.
Nice.
Got it. That is successful. They are within 1 possession, and I would expect to see an onside kick as things got a whole lot more interesting here in the last 30 seconds or so.
And they will have to go for the onside kick because unfortunately they already burned one of their timeouts on this drive here. Thankfully, they went for an 8-point drive, but they need to get this onside kick. Otherwise, Seattle can basically put this game to bed.
Yep, this will be over if they don't get this. Ball needs to travel 10 yards to the 40-yard line. Kick is on the ground. Oh, it's in the hands of the Tyrants. Wait. Yes, it is in the hands of the Tyrants. So they will indeed recover the football, which was as expected with the way that ended up. And that is going to bring us to an 8-point game with not a lot of time left to burn for Seattle.
Yeah, only thing that will help Las Vegas is Seattle decides to throw the ball. I doubt that's going to happen. I think they'll give their running backs the ball. But you notice the backups for the offense are still in. Vegas got a chance to create a turnover right now.
Handoff through the middle. Not much to it. Vegas will call a timeout. 2nd and 7 on the play.
And that is Easton Johnson, who makes his first carry in the game for 3 yards. It may have been 3, but the important thing is he forces Las Vegas to call their 2nd timeout. We'll see if Seattle can put this game away.
One of the bright spots for the Vegas defense, Rhett Sawyer. 2 sacks on the day, 4 tackles. He's had a good day. You know, give us your, after this play anyway. And off to the middle, it'll be 3rd and 1. Give me your player of the game to this point in 1.
I'm going to give it up to Mason Kirby for those 3 touchdowns. It looks like they were focusing on Thomas Rahman Jr. throughout this whole game with him versus Mason Kirby. And Kirby basically won the matchup, scoring 3 touchdowns against them. So I'll give it to him, with Luyendula potentially being second honorable mention.
Yeah, I would say Kirby's probably got it wrapped up. Louis Dula would be a good guess the other way as well. Give me your not going to be mentioned player of the game from the Fury side.
Well, I want to say Brett Funk and John Blaze for their long touchdown receptions, but I'm going to personally give it to Robert Redford. He once again went over 100 yards. He's been doing his part, helping Vegas, stay in this game on offense.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the turnovers just cost him.
Yeah, I will agree with that for sure. It's victory formation time for Seattle. They're going to move on to 5-0 to start this season. They, after the win against Mexico City last week, they go up against Oklahoma City next week, and they will be at home for that game back in the Pacific Northwest. That is that's looking like it's going to be a good matchup against a decent OKC team. On the other side, Vegas would move to 2-4, and their road does not get any easier as they will take on Matt Wilson, Ray Bentley and company, and the Season 9 SFL champion Mexico City Aztecs. That is in Estadio Azteca in Mexico City, so their road does not get any easier, although at least they'll be used to the heat. So there's that.
Yes.
Second and 11.
What?
And one last timeout called by the Fury. And that
Was that the Fury? No, that was Seattle. They called a timeout.
Why did Seattle call a timeout?
Exactly. Well, you did say it before. Seattle doesn't like their backups. Wow. All you have to do is just kneel down. That's the ball game.
Yeah, I don't understand this much at all. I mean, it's a one possession game. You don't want to leave anything up to chance. I'm not sure why that was done with 3 seconds to go, but apparently all will be rectified here on this. And that is your ball game. Ball game over. 30-22. The Tyrants move on to 5-0. They remain one of the SFL's unbeaten. And T-Roy, give me your final thoughts.
Seattle has a well-balanced offense. Vegas did too, but the big difference is at the bottom of the screen. Seattle only had 1 turnover, where Vegas unfortunately had 4, with the 1 fumble on the punt return by Max Jackson, and then the 3 INTs from Thomas Rahman. We see 1 right there by Gamble. Again, he gambled on Iverson in Vegas and it didn't work out for Rahman on that play. And Seattle just took advantage of the mistakes from Vegas, and Mason Kirby just dominated the matchup between him and Thomas Rahman. I think Kirby should be the MVP of today's game.
Our action is not done tonight. Still one more game on tap for the SFL on this Monday night. Carolina travels to Tulsa to take on the Desperados. That game is on 11 Sports at 9:30 Eastern. That's 8:30 Central. And Mike Daggs and Matt Wilson will be on the call for that. For T-Roy and Chris, and for Commissioner Cameron Irvine back at SFL HQ, I wish you say goodbye and good night from Sin City. Thank you very much for watching. This has been a presentation of the SFL on Twitch, presented by APM Music. For more, head over to simulationfl.net. Good night from Vegas.